Today's topic is quadratic form. So what is the definition for quadratic form? Means a homogeneous expression of a second degree. Okay, it will be second degree in any number of the unknowns. It's called as a quadratic form. Quadratic form, the shortcut is QF. Okay, we will denote the symbol in Q. Q. So it's for a quadratic form. Homogeneous expression of second degree. For example, the general format will be like this. It is in x1, x2, x3 means the matrix format into in column wise x1, x2 and x3. When I multiply it, now you are able to write it in equation format. It's nothing but a x1 square b x2 square plus c x3 square. Only diagonal elements first. Diagonal elements are x1 square, x2 square and x3 square. This is your diagonal elements. Okay. So diagonal elements. Okay. Other than your diagonal elements, now you check here. It is A12. Okay. A12 and A21. Both the elements are same. Okay. So same way A23 and A32 both the elements are same. Same way A13 and A31 the elements will be same. Okay. So it is nothing but if it is H. Okay, H x1 and x2 means it is x1 x2 means A12 position. X1 and x3 means it is A13 position. X2 and x3 means it's nothing but A23 position. The same number will be, the same coefficient will be the answer for A32 also. Same way A12, whatever the coefficient, that will be same as A21. A13, the same coefficient, it is for A31. When you have H means only the H you have means H by 2 will be in the matrix format. Okay. So half of the answer. Okay. If it is 2H means H will be your matrix format. Half of the answer you have to write it. Okay. So whatever the given question, that only now I will show it in a problem wise. Okay. So the first simple question, how to write for a problem 1. Okay. So write the quadratic form. Write QF. Okay. QF is nothing but quadratic form as a product of the matrix. You are going to write it in a product of the matrix format. So Q, it is given in the question x1 square minus 2x2 square plus 3x3 square minus 4x1 x2 plus 5x1 x2 x3 plus 6 x1 x3 is our question. How to write it now in the form of matrix? First step, write general case x1, x2, x3 in a column wise. You check element. It may be two elements also. Maybe two variable. Two variable means in that case you have to write x1, x2. Only two variable you have to write. Check in the question how many variable. It may be two variable, three variable, four variable, etc. But your syllabus is two variable and three variable. Only that's all. Okay. So the matrix format as it is, you keep empty and write it in a column wise x1, x2 and x3. Okay, this is common for everything. Only the matrix you are going to fill. So now I will fill. So how to fill means, now check the coefficient is 1. Okay, x1 squared means the coefficient it is a11. So 1. Okay, the x2 the coefficient is minus 2. Okay, minus 2 will be in the second diagonal elements. X3 the coefficient is 3. So that is here third diagonal elements. Now you check x1, x2. x1, x2 is nothing but same as x2, x1, the same element. Okay, so I have minus 4. Minus 4 means half of the element in the matrix format. So minus 2 for a x1, x2 and x2, x1. So minus 2 filled. Okay, so this both are same element. Okay, minus 4. Okay. So next, I will use some other color. Next you check. Next x2, x2, x3. it's the same element for x3 and x2. So now the coefficient is 5. 5 when you have means half of the element. So 5 by 2. Half means I have to write to 2.5. 2.5 and all we will not write. We will write it in a divide format. So 5 by 2 where in the position of x2 3 and x3 2. So 5 by 2. So completed. Okay. So next we'll use some other color. Okay, now you check. The next will be x1 and x3. It's the same as x3 and x1. Okay. So now x3 and x1. So the coefficient is 6. Half of the element is 3. 3 in the matrix 1, 3 and 3, 1. So completed. This is the format of writing the product of the matrix. They may give the matrix and ask to write the quadratic form, or quadratic form may be given asked to write the matrix form. Both you should be able to write it. Now I will give you one matrix. Okay. So second question, you have to write it in a quadratic form. So now write quadratic form for the matrix. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 9, 3, 9, 3. Okay. Now we have to write in a quadratic form. How we have to write? We will check. Okay. How we have to write the quadratic form is nothing but Q. Q is nothing but first diagonal elements. What are all our diagonal elements? Okay, now the diagonal elements are 1, 4 and 3. Okay, so the diagonal elements are 1, 4 and 3. So it is nothing but 1 is x1 squared, 4 x2 squared plus 3 x3 squared. Completed. Next, 2 is the position. We have to write it. You are going to write with respect to x1, x2, x3 like that format, or x, y, z separate variable. Your wish. Okay. So it is 2 means when you write it in a quadratic form, you have to write double time. Here it is half value only. 2 means 4. So 4 into, what is the position here? 1 and 2. So 4 into x1, x2. You check for here it is also 4. Correct. Okay. Plus here you have 3. 3 means a double time. So 6 into in the position x1, x3. Okay. Correct. Completed. Remaining what I have to complete? 9 I have. This 9 is nothing but 18. 2 times means 18 in the position x2, x3. So completed. This is the way from a matrix to a quadratic form. Okay. So like this only you have to write it. Okay. So thank you.